Hi everyone, I'm Frank Sellon from Genetic Skincare, and today I'm here with Jennifer Harrington, our in-house naturopath and nutritionist. Hi Jennifer.
Hi.
Lovely to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's great. I'd love to hear all you have to say about acne, because obviously we're so interested being a skincare. What is acne, and from a naturopath and nutritionist point of view, all the things that we can do to help.
We can do a lot. We can make a big difference. So thanks for having me. So acne is an inflammatory disease of the skin. Right. And it predominantly affects the areas where the oil glands are the largest. So we're talking about forehead, nose, cheek, chin, chest, shoulders and back.
Right.
And it affects about 85% of 15 to 24-year-olds.
Wow.
And that's
so it's the young
massive.
Group. Yes.
But because it comes at a time of hormonal change.
Yes. So
puberty is not the only time.
No.
Some women also have acne issues every period. Some women during pregnancy and through menopause. Now, I'm speaking about women, but men also have problems with acne, and we find that men's problems can be more severe than women's, but women's tend to be more persistent.
What type of nutritional recommendations would you make?
Okay, so when we're looking at some of the causes of acne, insulin resistance and blood sugar imbalances, blood sugar highs, blood sugar lows, can all trigger an acne outbreak.
Right.
So we want to eat a diet that is low in sugar, that stabilises our blood sugar level.
Yes.
So we're looking at removing sugars.
Yes.
And potentially grains, because grains are they're very high in sugar as well.
So is that like bread?
Yes.
Cereals?
Yeah.
Muesli?
If you've got a severe acne problem, I would definitely consider doing a grain-free diet and seeing what difference it makes to you.
No more pizza?
We're all individuals. Well, pizza's a catch-22 because pizza also contains cheese. And if we're looking at it... And yes, there was an interesting research study that I was reading last year that was talking about certain foods and what foods spiked insulin the highest.
Yes.
And what foods spike insulin the longest.
Right.
And it was actually pizza. Pizza was found to spike insulin levels for 9 hours post-consumption.
Wow.
So
it's,
unfortunately, acne is
a nice
problem.
food, but if we've got acne, stay off the pizza.
Well, if you know you've got a big event that week and you want your skin to be looking good,
yes,
don't eat pizza that
right.
week.
So get all the gluten out if you can. Get all the sugars out, and dairy.
Dairy's not a problem.
Okay.
While we're talking about diet, we have to go back to hydration, making sure that we're having lots of water.
Okay.
We want to have lots of antioxidant-rich fruits and vegetables. They're also a good source of hydration, some water in there.
Yes, of course.
We've got to increase soluble fibres.
Yes.
Soluble fibres can help to reduce all the toxins.
Okay.
Some people do find when they're constipated, there's a bigger toxin load in the body that does make them more prone to outbreaks because of the circulating toxins in the blood.
Now you mentioned sugars, and I know that in sugar there's certain things that are really high in sugar and we don't even realise that, like soft drinks, Coca-Cola, or things like that.
So when looking at soft drinks, I think it's quite obvious that there's sugar in soft drinks, there's sugars in cakes, but there's a lot of foods that you're right, that it is hidden in.
You don't know.
Grains are one thing. Some people think I'm having a really good healthy breakfast, they're having a big bowl of muesli and I've got all these different grains in there, but actually you're having a big bowl of sugar. Other foods they're hidden in, things like legumes and lentils. You think, I'm having my lentil soup today, but that's about 60% carbohydrates, and all carbohydrates convert to sugar in the body. It is 40% protein, so yes, you are getting some protein in that meal, but if you're having issues with acne that can be caused from insulin elevation, then we want to be looking at having a diet high in protein, high in your fruits and your vegetables, which are your low sugar containing carbohydrates.
Yes.
With some good fats. Now, good fats is something that we haven't mentioned. I think of skin as a brick wall. It's your barrier between the outside and the inside. And I think of your bricks, your skin bricks, as your zinc molecules, and the mortar around those bricks are your essential fatty acids. So whenever we've got any conditions to do with the skin, not just acne, we need to make sure you've got the fundamental building blocks to build new and healthy skin, and the two most important are zinc and your essential fatty acids. So if you're vegetarian, you can get sea buckthorn, which is a sea vegetable, which is high in the omega-3s. Or if you're not vegetarian and you're happy to take fish oils, then fish oils would be where I would go.
Cut the sugar, cut the all the cereals or gluten products, cut all the dairy, and replace them with nice
antioxidant-rich fruits and vegetables.
And if you just did that and you drank lots of water, would that have a dramatic effect on your acne? If you just did that, nothing else.
I actually had a client 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
She was a student, didn't have that money, diet's all we could do. Actually, it was 2 months ago, not 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Her follow-up was 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
So all we could do was diet because she couldn't afford the supplements, and she's had a difference. She said that there's no new outbreaks. Her skin is flat.
Yes.
It hasn't been totally healed, but she's still got old outbreaks that are healing.
Yes.
But there's no new bumps and lumps under her skin.
Wow.
So that is from food alone.
In 2 months, just food. That's
But
amazing.
if you can afford it, zinc and essential fatty acids.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what supplements would you recommend if those two?
So we're really looking
Vitamin
at
C,
antioxidants,
yes,
and we're looking at oils.
yes,
So zinc would be my antioxidants of
yeah,
choice,
yeah,
but you can get combinations like
Yeah.
zinc and vitamin C powders,
together,
or ACE, zinc and selenium, all
Right.
high antioxidants.
okay,
That would be fantastic.
yes,
And then you'd need an oil, so whether it's a fish oil or a sea buckthorn.
right. Can you get cold pressed oils like, well, we know olive oil is one example, but you can get also cold pressed sunflower, cold pressed.
So with the oils, it's really the omega-3 that we're looking for.
So the 3 component, yeah.
Yeah, and olive oil is especially extra virgin cold pressed olive oil.
That's right,
is
that's what we're talking about.
Fabulous oil, but it doesn't contain omega-3.
Okay, but you might look at, say, linseed.
So
or
linseed,
flaxseed, I
yeah,
think
and
it's,
you can rather do that as the seeds or the crushed seeds, or
yes.
you can do that as the oil.
As the
It's
oil.
not as high as your fish oil or your sea buckthorn,
Okay.
but it is a source.
It's a source, okay.
Or
So
you could just eat it, have a lot of salmon, have a lot of tuna, have a lot of seafood.
even better. Well, that was really interesting. Thank you so much for your
you're more than
time
welcome.
and sharing your amazing knowledge on these aspects. I look forward to the next interview we have together.